Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the Beaner Baseball Field here in Hutchinson. It's HARC Youth Baseball in the Major League Division as the Blue Jays take on the Angels. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and welcome you aboard for this evening's game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Fernan, and Jason Scott. Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll have the lineups in the first pitch after this message.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
But it's important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Back here at the Beaner Field in Hutchinson, Blue Jays taking on the Angels, the HARC Major League. The Blue Jays to bat first here in the top half of the first inning. Let's set their lineup. Leading off and catching, number 9, Sevi Vecchiola. Batting second and playing third base, number 2, Mark Tanner. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 3, Ethan Koffler. In the cleanup spot and pitching, number 11, Nico Vecchiola. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 7, Mason Kuhn. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 6, Grant Scala. Batting seventh in center field, number 8, Kellen Milsom. Batting eighth and playing in left field, number 4, Evan Vecchiola. Batting ninth and in right field, number 5, Connor D'Amico. And batting 10th, the DH, Casey Karwatsky. Sevi Vecchiola will step in. He'll be facing Carson Scott. We'll set the Angels' defense here in just a moment as well. Scott set to go. First pitch on the way to Sevi Vecchiola. A little check swing, grounder to short in the hole. Duke long throw over to first, not in time. Infield single from Sevi Vecchiola on the first pitch of the game. The Blue Jays in business here in the top half of the first inning. We'll set the Angels defensively. Noah Lyon a call-up out in the left. Braden Puowar in center. Drake Schaefer in right. As Mark Tanner takes the first pitch from Carson Scott high and inside for ball 1. Tyler Gasper wearing number 7 down at third base. Johnny Duke at short. Carter Rosendale at second. And Jaden Ringer at first. Scott's next pitch again high and inside. Mentioned Carson Scott pitching and Xander Call, the catcher for the Angels today. Just 9 in the lineup on the Angels side. Again, the Blue Jays with 10 here today. All players will bat. The ball hops away from Call down to second. Sliding in safely is Sevi Vecchiola. And Vecchiola quickly in scoring position here for the Blue Jays in the top half of the first inning. Here's Scott's next pitch to Mark Tanner. That's high and inside for ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out. Here in the top half of the first inning, and the shortstop Ethan Koffler coming to the plate. Zach Casey calling the balls and strikes here today. Dave Trader, your umpire on the bases. First pitch swinging from Koffler. Sent high in the air to left center field off the glove there of Noah Lyon. Collected by Braden Puowar. That'll load up the bases. But the cleanup hitter, Nico Vecchiola, coming to the plate. Well hit ball there from Koffler. Of course, the runners had a hold on a fly ball there. Tanner and Sevi Vecchiola. 3 Vecchiolas in the lineup for the Blue Jays. Sevi getting the start catching, Nico pitching. And the third Vecchiola, Evan, getting the start in left field here today for the Blue Jays. The bases loaded, nobody out. Nico coming to the plate here in a big spot facing Carson Scott. That pitch off the plate. The Angels trying to get out of a jam. There's a ground ball again to short. Johnny Duke over to second to Rosendale for one, and that's it. Goes as the fielder's choice, 6-4. RBI for Nico Vecchiola. Sevi Vecchiola scores on the play. It's 1-0 Blue Jays here in the top of the first. Now Mason Kuhn at the plate. Kuhn, the Blue Jays' first baseman here today. Runners on the corner. Scott's first pitch to Kuhn. Swing and a miss, strike one. You have Nico Vecchiola on first. And Mark Tanner now down at third. 0-1. And Kuhn pops this one up in foul territory on the right side. Jaden Ringer is there, makes the grab, tagging on the play from third and scoring is Mark Tanner. Now heading down to second, Nico Vecchiola. So it actually go in the books as a sac fly RBI for Mason Kuhn. Run scored for Mark Tanner, 2 across for the Blue Jays here in the top half of the first inning. Now 2 outs with Grant Scala coming to the plate. Nico Vecchiola now down at second. Scott's first pitch here to Scala. Check swing foul, 0-1. Second game of the day here. First one, a 15-0 final. Yankees over the Padres. Game actually started with a temperature around 90 degrees. We've dropped down to 86, and sunset coming here in just over an hour. That pitch a little inside, and that will allow Nico Vecchiola to get down to third as the hops away there from Xander Call. Just a couple of clouds in the sky. Expecting a lot of rain, though, later in the week. Good pitch there from Scott to Scala. Now 2 strikes on Grant. And Scott will try to finish him off here. Goes the breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. The Blue Jays, they'll get 2 here in the top of the first. Lead it 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Jaden Ringer will lead things off for the Angels. He's the first baseman. Carson Scott pitching, batting second. Xander Call catching, batting third. Carter Rosendale wearing number 5 in the cleanup spot. He's playing second base. Johnny Duke, the catcher, batting fifth. Tyler Gasper, the third baseman, batting sixth. Braden Puowar in center field, batting seventh. Drake Schaefer in right field, batting eighth. And Noah Lyon, the call-up in left field, batting ninth. Defensively for the Blue Jays, Evan Vecchiola in left, Kellen Milsom in center, Connor D'Amico in right. Mark Tanner at third, Ethan Koffler at short, Grant Scala at second, and Mason Kuhn playing first. Nico Vecchiola on the mound. Sevi Vecchiola is catching. Blue Jays leading at 2-0. First time coming to the plate now for the Angels here in the bottom half of the first inning. And the first baseman, Jaden Ringer, will step in. Lefty Nico Vecchiola's first pitch, high for ball 1. Plenty of Vecchiolas here in the HARC League, 3 on this team. Saw one in the Pony League. And of course, Dino plays for Laurel Highlands, also on the HARC Legion team. That one inside to Jaden Ringer. I was talking with Jerry in between innings, how all of them are related. Still haven't quite figured out. Maybe later on in this game after getting a little more schooling from Jerry. A little foul tip there from Jaden. Nico's next pitch on the way, and that one's grounded to Mark Tanner, a third. Long throw over to first in time to retire Ringer 5-3 for the first out of this bottom of the first inning. Seen some solid defense here tonight. Was very impressed with the Yankees earlier on in the evening. Good play there from Tanner over at third on the Blue Jays side. Now Carson Scott coming to the plate. Angels starting pitcher here today. Nico will wind and fire the first pitch to Carson, high for ball one. Brian Marozak and Jerry Dupé along with you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Nico's 1-0 to Carson. Sent foul. Count even at 1-1. Again, our broadcast available on Atlantic Broadband Channel 17, Armstrong Channel 61. On our YouTube page by searching South Union Television. You can also follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook, facebook.com/South Union TV. 1-1 now on the way to Scott. Popped foul on the left side. Look out. Ooh, that took out a light in a car. Actually think that caught the light, not the windshield. Nonetheless, not good news there for a car owner. What you get sometimes parking close to the field. That went inside and got the light. Now 2-2. Nico to Carson. Hit hard on the ground again to Mark Tanner. Throw over to first. Again, 5-3. Scott retired, just like Jaden Ringer. Plenty of action over there in Mark Tanner's direction. 2 up, 2 down, and now Xander Call coming to the plate. First pitch to Xander. Inside for ball one. Kind of feel for the folks over there to our left. They had the hatchback up to try to keep cool in the shade. End up costing them a light. Next pitch low and inside. There's a strike on Xander. Count now 2-1. Hit on the ground here to second. And that one will sneak into right center field. Grant Scale unable to make the play. Relay coming in from Kellen Milsom. And Xander calls aboard. Here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the first inning. Angels looking for their first run of the game. And Carter Rosendale coming to the plate. Angels second baseman. Swings at the first pitch, pops it up. It'll be Mason Kuhn making the grab to end the inning. So the Angels end up stranding Call. And we'll go to the top of the second. A 2-0 lead for the Blue Jays over the Angels here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here for the top of the second inning. Get a look at that light that was knocked out back in the bottom of the first inning. I think they're going to use the South Union Township Sports Network video there for a possible insurance claim. What happens sometimes when you park close to the field. It'll be Kellen Milsom, Evan Vecchiola, and Connor D'Amico due up for the Blue Jays here in the top half of the second inning. They got two back in the first inning, trying to keep it going. First pitch there from Scott to Milsom, high for ball one. Sevi Vecchiola started off the inning with an infield single. Mark Tanner walked. Ethan Koffler got on via an error. Nico Vecchiola hit into a fielder's choice, scoring Sevi. Mason Kuhn credited with a sac fly RBI, scoring Mark Tanner, and then Grant Scala striking out to end the inning. Again, producing 2 runs. Scott's next pitch to Milsom, outside. Count now 2-1. This pitch on the way, right down the pipe for a strike. Now even at 2-2. Seiler Excavating sponsoring the Angels. Ford of Uniontown sponsoring the Blue Jays here today. Breaking ball just missing there from Scott. It was close. He thought he had strike 3. Trying to get it here again. Comes with a fastball, and there you go. Froze Milsom, actually back-to-back strikeouts for Scott. Struck out Scala at end the first, and now strikes out Milsom here to start the second. Now bring up Evan Vecchiola, the Blue Jays starting left fielder. First pitch to Evan. Outside for ball one. Evan batting from the number 8 position in the Blue Jays batting order. 1-0, line drive right back up the middle into center field. Puowar charging on. Quick little scoop relay in and a 1-out single to center field for Evan Vecchiola, and the Blue Jays in business here to start the top half of the second inning. Only the second hit of the game for the Blue Jays so far. Now Connor D'Amico will come to the plate. Blue Jays right fielder. Scott's first pitch, high for ball one to D'Amico. Now the 1-0, high and inside. That will allow Evan Vecchiola to get down to second. Evan now in scoring position. Count 2-0 now to Connor D'Amico. The pitch on the way. Off the end of the bat of D'Amico, sent foul. Count now 2-1. 2-1 pitch, line drive right at the second baseman, Rosendale. For the second out of the inning. Heads up play there from Evan Vecchiola, not leaving the bag. A lot of times in those line drives, the tendency is to run towards the next bag, and that would have created a possible double play situation there at second. Rosendale doing a nice job to make the play, and Vecchiola doing a nice job not to leave his position there at second either. Now Casey Karwanski at the plate took strike one from Scott. Now the 0-1 misses low. Good job by Call there on the block. Not allowing Vecchiola to go anywhere. Evens up the count now at 1-1. And a 1-1 pitch. This is high and inside. Count now at 2-1. Scott likes to work quickly. 2-1 pitch on the way. Chopped down the first base bag. Went off the foot of Jaden Ringer. Rounding third is Evan Vecchiola. He'll score on the play. Now 3-0 Blue Jays. Now bring up the top of the order again in Sevi Vecchiola, who started off this game with a well-hit ball infield single, stole a base and scored a run back in the first inning. Now the Angels find themselves down 3. Scott's first pitch to Sevi Vecchiola, high for ball one. Now the 1-0. Well-hit ball here to deep right center field. Puowar backing up and able to make the grab. They go all the way back to the wall. Here's Karwatsky. He's down to third. Stand-up double for Sevi Vecchiola. That ball didn't hang up so high. I don't think Karwatsky realized there were 2 outs. He could have ran right away. And Sevy almost caught up to Casey. Now Mark Tanner at the plate takes strike one there from Carson Scott. And 2 outs here in the inning. Run already across. Now 3-0 Blue Jays. Good eye there from Tanner. Count now even at 1-1. Everybody got to be running here on contact. Vecchiola at second. Karwanski at third. 1-1 pitch. It was high. Tanner went a chasing. Count now at 1-2. Now time called. We're going to have a runner coming out here for the catcher, Sevy Vecchiola, courtesy runner. Goes as the last out. This will be Connor D'Amico. That will allow Sevy to get the gear on. Next pitch to Mark Tanner, misses low and outside. Even things up at 2-2. And there's strike three, freezing Mark Tanner. So the Blue Jays, strand two, they do get a run across, and it's head to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Blue Jays over the Angels here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. You're a hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
The Angels with Johnny Duke, Tyler Gasper, and Braden Powell are due up in the bottom half of the second inning. They trail the Blue Jays 3-0. The Blue Jays plating 2 runs in the top of the first, adding another run in the top of the second inning. Sun now starting to set, a couple of clouds rolling in. Things cooling off a bit after it was a warm mid-90-degree day in southwestern Pennsylvania today. As the first ball there sent foul by Johnny Duke. Count 0-1. Angels just one base runner in the bottom half of the first inning. Xander Call got aboard after a Blue Jays there. Angels still looking for their first hit of the game. They try to retrieve a new baseball here for Nico Vecchiola. Duke now sets. 0-1 pitch on the way, and a well-hit ball there. Glove down by Koffler. Couldn't make a throw, though. Ethan doing a nice job just to block it in the infield. We'll give Johnny Duke an infield single there. And he's aboard with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Now Tyler Gasper coming to the plate. First pitch to Gasper. First pitch swings and right back at Vecchiola. Go to second for 1. Throw back to first, not in time. Good job there to get the lead runner. Goes in the books as a fielder's choice. Duke retired at second. Now Braden Powell coming to the plate. Swing and a miss there from Powell on the first pitch from Vecchiola. Now the 0-1 missing high. Count even at 1-1. Vecchiola, good job there finding the strike zone. Count at 1-2. 1-2 pitch, comes back with a fastball, staying alive, sending it foul as Powell on the left side. A 1-2 again. Vecchiola winds and fires. A little check swing right back at Nico. The quick throw over to first in time. And the sure outs. 1-3. Retiring Poowar. Gasper advances down to second. That'll bring up Drake Schaefer, the Angels' right fielder. First at bat of the game for Drake. Pitch misses low, hops away there from Sevi Vecchiola. That allows Gasper to get down to third. Angels still looking for the first run of the game, down 3-0 as we work here in the bottom half of the second inning. They play 6 here in the HARC Major League Division. 10-run rule if it's a 10-run game after 4. Saw that earlier when the Yankees defeated the Padres 15-0. Next pitch to Schaefer, just off the plate. Next pitch to Schaefer, swing and a miss. Now 2 strikes on Drake. Got now 2-2. That's high and inside. Now 3-2. Again with Gasper down to third. And that's strike 3, freezing Drake Schaefer. So the Blue Jays get out of the inning. No damage done after 2, 3-0. Blue Jays over the Angels here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Blue Jays looking for more, up 3-0 as we start this top half of the third inning. Carson Scott still pitching for the Angels. The Blue Jays will have Ethan Koffler, Nico Vecchiola, and Mason Kundu up. Blue Jays plated 2 in the top half of the first inning and another run in the top half of the second. And the first pitch to Koffler here, ground ball to short. Took a bad hop in front of Johnny Duke. Have to score that an infield single for Koffler. Now just ate up Duke. Glad he's all right. Stinger there. Now Nico Vecchiola at the plate. Take the first pitch outside for ball 1. Scott winds and fires the next pitch. Misses outside, hops away from Xander Call. And sliding into second, almost overslid the base there, Ethan Koffler. Now he's in scoring position. Hard chopper there, getting through on the left side. Well hit ball from Nico Vecchiola. That'll score Koffler. Now 4-0 Blue Jays. An RBI for Nico Vecchiola. A run scored for Ethan Koffler. Blue Jays extend the lead again. Now Mason Kuhn, who was credited with a sac fly RBI back in the first, comes to the plate with Nico on first. Nobody out. First pitch swinging here again. Popped up in Johnny Duke's direction at short. Johnny makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And I'll bring up Grant Scala. Scala struck out to end the first inning. Start of the game at second base. Time called down below. Now we're set. Scott's first pitch to Scala, low and outside. Now they'll send Nico Vecchiola down to second safely. He's in the scoring position. 1-0 count now to Grant Scala. Scala takes it outside. Count now at 2-0. Nice to see all the support around the community down here at the HARC Beaner Field. Plenty of sponsor billboards out in the outfield. Plenty of participation here in the HARC Major League Division this year. 6 teams. That one high and inside to Scala. Rec League certainly competitive this year. That one outside, and that's ball 4 to Grant Scala. So Carson issuing his second walk of the night. Now his runners on first and second, just one out here in the inning. Run already across, and Kellen Milsom coming to the plate. Milsom struck out looking to start the second inning. A timeout called here as Scala gets his laces tightened up. Down the first base bag, Ray Koffler, first base coach for the Blue Jays. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Another one missing there to Milsom. Got out 2-0. Off the plate again. 3-0 now. Scott to Milsom. 2 on, 1 out. Blue Jays now have 4-0 as we work here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss that time from Milsom. Got out 3-1. There's 2 strikes now on Kellen Milsom. Evan Vecchiola due up next. And there's strike 3, so give Scott a lot of credit working his way back into the count. Second time he struck out Milsom here tonight. Now 2 outs here in the inning. With Evan Vecchiola coming to the plate. He'll swing at the first pitch and send it foul off the same car that got hit earlier. Wow. They're having a tough night over there on the left side. Now, if my car got hit twice, I'd be pulling it out and going to park somewhere else. And there you go. And they're going to move it. Probably a good call there. They still park it behind the cage, and it still can get nailed there, too. So you want to take it somewhere else. That one, get it on the windshield, front windshield? Side door, okay. That's not a good place to park. There's a strike on Evan Vecchiola. There's strike 3, so Scott bouncing back-to-back strikeouts, sending down Milsom and Vecchiola to end the top of the third. Blue Jays, though, get a run, 4-0. Blue Jays over the Angels, heading to the bottom of the third here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Noah Lyon, Jaden Ringer, and Carson Scott do up for the Angels here in the home half of the third. 4-0, Blue Jays lead the Angels here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Noah Lyon, a call-up player for the Angels, leading things off. Vecchiola's first pitch to Lyon. First pitch swinging there. Ground ball to short. Koffler over to first in time. To Mason Coons, retire Lyon 6-3. It's a one pitch, one out. And I bring up the top of the order and Jaden Ringer. Ringer grounded out 5-3 to Mark Tanner. Back in the first inning, fouls off the first pitch here against Vecchiola. Now the 0-1 on the way, breaking ball, and this one hit in foul territory on the right side, over the fence and out of play. Now Ringer behind 0-2. Vecchiola's 0-2 pitch. Misses low, counting out 1-2. Angels trying to get something going. 1-2 on the way, and this one hit into right field. And the play made there by Connor D'Amico out in right. Quick relay in, limiting Ringer to just a single. Now bring up Carson Scott. Scott also grounded out 5-3 back in the first inning. Mark Tanner was busy early on in this game on third base position. He'll take the first pitch here for ball one. Catcher Sevi Vecchiola almost caught the home plate umpire. There's Zach Casey after the pitch. Next one on the way, high and inside, and Carson ahead 2-0. He goes 2-0 now to Carson Scott, and this one golfed into center field. Kellen Milsom unable to make the grab over his head. On his way to third now is Ringer. Relay coming in, and Jaden will hold it third. We'll give Carson Scott a double there. Back-to-back hits for the Angels here in the bottom half of the third with one out, and Xander Call coming to the plate. Call got on via an error back in the first inning. Lefty, a good opportunity here to try to get the Angels back into this game. They trail it 4-0. First pitch to Call, low. And holding down at third will be Ringer. Thought about 1-0 in tight. Count now 2-0. That one golfed on the right side, another base hit. It'll go down towards the fence in the corner. 2 runs have already scored. Xander Call's on his way to third, and he'll slide in safely. So a 2 RBI triple to right. And the Angels have gotten back to within 2, now at 4-2. Cutting this Blue Jays lead in half. 3 straight hits here in the bottom half of the third inning. Still only 1 out. Now Carter Rosendale at the plate. He'll take ball 1 low against Nico Vecchiola, who's now gotten in a little bit of trouble here for the Blue Jays. Rosendale, the 5th Angel to bat here in this bottom of the third inning. Rips one here into center field. A little one-hopper in front of Milsom. That'll score Call, and the Angels now back to within 1, down 4-3. RBI single for Carter Rosendale. So Ringer, Scott, and Call scoring runs here in the bottom of the third for the Angels. Now Johnny Duke will be the 6th Angel to bat here in this half inning. 4 straight hits against Nico Vecchiola. And Johnny Duke will take strike 1 here against the lefty. Vecchiola's 0-1. Another well-hit ball right back at Vecchiola. Knocks it down and makes the play. And what a job there from Nico. A screamer. Coming right back at the pitcher. Good stop there. Goes in the books 1-3. And Duke retired for the second out of the inning. Rosendale now down at second. Tyler Gasper at the plate. Swing and a miss there at the first pitch from Vecchiola. You think Vecchiola's as tall as he is, that one could have taken his head off. 0-1. Chipped foul there by Gasper, who grounded into a fielder's choice last time up in the second inning. He's the seventh Angel to bat in this bottom of the third. And he'll hit this high in the air to right. And that's ruled a fair ball. And he'll score Rosendale on the play. And now Gasper is going to round third, and he's going to have an inside the park home run. And the Angels now lead it 5-4. It was out of my view down the right field line. Ball just going fair. An inside the park home run for Tyler Gasper. Scored Carter Rosendale. 2 RBIs there for Gasper. Now it's a 5-4 lead for the Angels. And Braden Powowar at the plate. Little grounder here to Tanner. Hard throw over to first. Not in time. Infield single for Powowar. And now Drake Schaefer will be the 9th batter to come to the plate here for the Angels in the bottom half of the third. Now, what a job the Angels have done to get back into this one. Schaefer takes the first pitch for strike one. He struck out to end the second inning. Now the 0-1 to Drake. It's high. Count now even at 1-1. That one missing low and outside. Got out 2-1. And Drake, hard ground ball here. And the play made. Coming up with it there for the Blue Jays, Ethan Kaufler from the shortstop position. Making the tag unassisted to end the inning. So the Angels to 9 men at the plate. Get 5 runs. And after 3, it's now the Angels on top of the Blue Jays, 5-4. Here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Whole new game right now. Angels leading the Blue Jays 5-4 after the Angels scored 5 runs in the bottom of the third inning. The Blue Jays have scored at least a run in every inning so far. Played at 2 in the first, added another run in the second, and 1 in the top half of the third. They'll have Connor D'Amico, Casey Karwanski, and Sevi Vecchiola due up here for the top half of the fourth. Facing a new pitcher in Carter Rosendale, who came on in relief of Carson Scott, who's now catching for the Angels as the first pitch chopped foul there by Connor D'Amico. Xander Call, who was catching, is now playing second base. The only other defensive change for the Angels. Now Rosendale's 0-1 to D'Amico, and this one a hard hit ball right back up the middle. Nice snare there from Johnny Duke. Throw over to first, not in time. Have to give D'Amico a hit there on a well-hit ball. Getting on board here to start the top half of the fourth inning. So now the Blue Jays try to rally back. They'll have Casey Karwanski coming into the plate. Karwanski got on via an error back in the second inning in his first at-bat. Rosendale's first pitch to Karwanski. Inside for ball one. Probably see the lights coming on here soon. About a half an hour away from sunset. Pitch in there for a strike. Count even at 1-1 now. Rosendale to Karwanski. With nobody out, a runner on, and the Blue Jays within one. They're loosening up Mason Kuhn down the left field line. He'll likely come on to pitch here in relief of Nico Vecchiola. It's Vecchiola, the lefty, and the Blue Jays would come back here for the late innings with a righty, Mason Kuhn. Now Rosendale trying to finish off Karwanski. Fastball in there for strike three. First strikeout of the game for Rosendale. That's the sixth already for Angels pitchers. Now 1-on-1 out in the top of the order, and Sevi Vecchiola, who's 2 for 2. Coming to the plate, he's been aggressive early on. Rosendale's first pitch here to Sevi. First pitch swinging again. Popped up to shallow right. And the catch made there by Xander Call, the second baseman, calling off Drake Schaefer, the right fielder. So heads up play there from Call. Now 2 outs here in the inning. And Mark Tanner coming to the plate. Tanner walked and scored a run back in the first inning. Struck out looking to end the second inning. Connor D'Amico still on first as Rosendale winds and fires the first pitch. Tanner swing and a miss, counted 0-1. Big cut there from Mark Tanner. Blue Jays third baseman done a nice job in the field tonight. 0-1 pitch, another fastball from Rosendale, bringing the heat. Count now at 0-2. Now Rosendale trying to finish off Mark Tanner. 0-2 pitch on the way, low and outside, another fastball. And that will allow D'Amico an attempt to get down to second safely. And he's there in time. Now D'Amico in scoring position, a 1-2 count with 2 outs here in the inning. Rosendale to Tanner. Pitch on the way, check swing, did he go? Ruled strike 3. So Rosendale strikes out Tanner to end the inning. For the first time tonight, the Blue Jays finish an inning without scoring a run. The Angels continue to lead 5-4 over the Blue Jays as we head to the bottom of the fourth here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Moving along to the bottom of the fourth inning, the Angels batted around. In the bottom of the third, it'll be Noah Lyon, Jaden Ringer, and Carson Scott due up here in the fourth. Exact same setup we saw to start the bottom half of the third inning. Angels looking for similar success, now facing a new pitcher in Mason Kuhn. Kuhn and Nico Vecchiola switching positions, only defensive changes. Noah Lyon sends one in my direction. Off the fence, though, in front of me, and the count at 0-1. Now Mason's 0-1 high and inside. Of course, Mason's dad, JC, boxer in the area. Now retired, still does a lot of work with boxing camps. Next pitch, breaking ball, and that one plunks Noah Lyon. He'll hop back up and He'll take first. That one stung. That hit him up high. A Lion taking one for the team there. No hang in there. Call up for the Angels here today. Now Jaden Ringer on the top of the order, due up. First pitch to Ringer. High in the air, and the grab made by Ethan Koffler. And one away. Take charge play there defensively from Ethan. Now Carson Scott at the plate. Carson 1 for 2 today. Grounded out 5-3 back in the first. Doubled to center field and scored a run last time up in the third inning. First pitch from Kuhn. And that one sent foul. We're telling Carson that one was in the dirt. He didn't agree. Nonetheless, counted 0-1. Kuhn comes back with a breaking ball, and Scott might have went chasing there again. Count now at 0-2. Still 5-4 Angels over the Blue Jays as we work here in the bottom of the fourth. 0-2 now to Scott. Again goes after one, and it gets through on the left side. Past Mark Tanner in the left field. So Scott aboard. Now 2 on with 1 out, and Xander Call coming to the plate as the Angels look to add to their lead. Call's been on board in both of his plate appearances. Got on via an error in the first inning. Had 2 RBI triple last time up. Ended up scoring a run in that third inning, taking ball 1 here against Mason Kuhn. Well, throw over to first, almost had Scott off the first base bag. Next pitch to Call. He goes a chasing at a pitch that was high and outside. Count now 1-1. Kuhn to Call. Fastball in there for a strike. Now 2 strikes on Xander Call. It's a 5-4 Angels lead. They have 2 on and 1 out. A 2-strike pitch. Call hits it on the ground and through on the left side. That ball is going to go all the way to the corner. Noah Lyon will score on the play. Ringer, check that, Scott rounding third. He scores. So 2 across. Scott and Lyon. And a well-hit ball into the corner from Xander Call. Call now 4 RBIs in this game. Angels now lead at 7-4. Scoreboard says 6-4. It's actually 7-4 right now. Now Carter Rosendale at the plate. I got it corrected now. And Rosendale, a well-hit ball here up the middle into center field off the glove of Kellen Milsom all the way back to the wall. That scores Call. Rosendale on his way to third, and he'll slide into third safely. A triple for Carter Rosendale. Another RBI as well. As Call scored on the play. It's now 8-4. So the Angels follow up a 5-run inning in the bottom of the third, produce another 3 runs already here in the bottom half of the fourth. They might not be done yet. Johnny Duke now at the plate with Rosendale on third. And 2 outs here in the inning. Duke swings at the first pitch. Ground ball here knocked down by Scala. Doesn't have a play on it. Another run scores. Duke plating Rosendale. Now 9-4. So 9 runs scored over the last 2 innings for the Angels. Have now taken command of this game as Tyler Gasper, the 7th Angel to bat here in this half inning. Swing and a miss there at the first pitch from Kuhn. This Blue Jays defense was very sure-handed in the early innings. Angels getting some balls through here on well-hit balls in the third and fourth. And now Duke advances down to second there. The one that got away from Sevi Vecchiola. Next pitch, again low, hops away from Blue Jays catcher, and down to third again is Duke. And Tyler Gasper at the plate. Hit an inside the park home run. Plating himself in another run last time up. Grounded into a fielder's choice back in the second inning. Swing and a miss there from Mr. Gasper. Opportunity to play at another run. With Duke down at third. Next pitch from Kuhn. Swing and a miss, and there's strike three. I think I incorrectly said there were 2 outs. There was only 1 out, actually. Now there's 2 outs. Jaden Ringer was the only player retired to date here in this inning. That was a line drive that was caught by Ethan Koffler, the shortstop. Now Braden Poowar at the plate, trying to keep it going. Takes one high there, then leaving up the count at 1-1. Check there of Duke over at third. Well, check swing number that will be gloved by Mark Tanner, the Blue Jays third baseman, to end the inning. Another big inning for the Angels as they score 4 runs. After 4, it's the Angels 9, the Blue Jays 4 here in the South Union Township Sports Network. Ethan Koffler, Nico Vecchiola, and Mason Kuhn due up for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays, who led 4-0 early on, now trail 9-4. 9 unanswered runs in this game over the last 2 innings for the Angels. Ethan Koffler has been on base twice already in this game. Got on via an error first time up in the first inning, infield single in the third, and scored a run. Trying to start off this inning with a hit for the Blue Jays. Has a strike on him already, facing Carter Rosendale. Now the 0-1 low and in the dirt. Count now even at 1-1. Lights on now at the Beaner Field here at Hutchinson. And Rosendale's 1-1 to Ethan Koffler, and that one sent foul on the right side. Count out 1-2. Rosendale to Koffler. Pitch on the way, grounded on the left side. Nice little snare there from Gasper. Long throw over to first, not in time. Have to give Koffler an infield single there. Back-to-back hits in this game for Ethan. And the Blue Jays in business here to start the 5th. On the meat of their order coming up, Nico Vecchiola now at the plate. A swing at the first pitch. Ground ball here to short. Look at the lead runner at second as Duke sends it over to Call. The throw over to first was close but ruled safe. This goes in the books as a fielder's choice 6-4, retiring Koffler. Now 1 out here in the top of the 5th with Mason Kuhn coming to the plate. They try to turn that pretty good. Close coming back over to first. Mason Kuhn takes the first pitch for ball 1 against Carter Rosendale. Big spot here for Mason and the Blue Jays. They try to get back into this game. And check swing, pitch miss low. Rosendale, deep breath, set to go again. Lines and fires. The next one there to Kuhn off the plate. Count of 3-0. Angels need a strike from Carter Rosendale. Won't get it here. Pitch misses low for ball 4. First walk issued of the game by Rosendale. And the third from Angels pitchers. Puts runners on first and second here for the Blue Jays with one out, and Grant Scala coming to the plate. Scala struck out swinging to end the first, walk back in the third, and sends the first pitch foul here. Little nubber. Counted 0-1. Now the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss, and 2 strikes on Grant Scala. Kellen Milsom in the on-deck circle. Now the 0-2, Rosendale to Scala, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Rosendale. And the 8th already for Angels pitchers. It's Carson Scott struck out 5 through 3 innings of work to start this game. Now Milsom, who struck out twice in this game, takes ball 1 here, low and outside. Little walk off the mound now for Rosendale, recomposing himself. 1-0 to Milsom, right down the pipe. Little walk did him good. Count now even at 1-1. Rosendale, like Scott, works relatively quickly. 1-1, misses low and outside. See if he takes another long walk again. No. Head right back to the rubber. Doesn't like the sign there. Now set. 2-1 on the way to Milsom. Fastball just off the plate. Count now 3-1. Remember, runners on first and second. Blue Jays down 5. Certainly threatening here in the top of the 5th. Now 3-1 count. Rosendale to Milsom. Pitch on the way. In there for strike 2. As Rosendale just caught the corner. Now Rosendale trying to get out of the inning. 3-2 pitch here to Milsom. Brings the heat right down the pipe for strike 3. So Rosendale ends the top half of the 5th with back-to-back strikeouts, sending down Scala and Milsom. Led to the bottom of the 5th. Still 9-4 Angels over the Blue Jays here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety. For colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies, painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Drs. Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Drake Schaefer, Noah Lyon, and Jaden Ringer due up for the Angels here in the bottom half of the 5th. Schaefer takes the first pitch for ball 1. Again, 9-4 Angels over the Blue Jays. Schaefer sending that one foul on the right side. Good cut there from Schaefer. Now Kuhn wants a new ball. He's now set again. Next pitch to Drake Schaefer, fouled off. Another good cut from Drake. Count out 1-2. Kuhn set, breaking ball inside. Did it clip Schaefer? And they're going to say it hit him. He didn't think it hit him. He needs to sell it a little better. Nonetheless, he has first base. Hanging in there, getting first. Now no line at the plate. Take strike one. And when they give you first base, take first base every time. Swing and a miss there from Lyon. Kind of 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. First outs. This bottom of the fifth inning. Angels now at the top of the order, up again. In the last two innings, though, it's been for the Angels at 9 men to the plate, scored 5 runs in the bottom half of the third, sent 8 men to the plate, and scored 4 in the bottom of the fourth. Jaden Ringer's 1 for 3 today. Lone hit a single to right field back in the third inning. Scored a run, takes ball one here against Mason Kuhn. That one in the strike zone from Kuhn to Ringer. Evens up the count at 1-1. That one fouled off there by Ringer. Count at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, misses low. Good block there from Sevy. Count out 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Down goes Ringer. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Kuhn, who's coming into a groove. Now Carson Scott coming to the plate. Scott grounded out 5-3 back in the first inning, doubled to center field and scored a run in the third inning, reached via an air and scored a run in the fourth inning. Swings and misses here at the first pitch from Mason Kuhn. Of course, the Blue Jays will be down to their final 3 outs in the top half of the sixth inning. They're hoping the deficit is just at 5 and no more. That pitch missing to Scott. Count now even at 1-1. Mason's 1-1 to Carson, popped foul. Count now at 1-2. Carson back into the box. Mason's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. So 3 straight strikeouts from Mason Kuhn. And the Blue Jays bats will have to come alive in the top half of the sixth after 5-9-4. Angels over the Blue Jays here in the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
In any endeavor, experience is probably the most important factor, but it's got to be the right kind of experience. Experience in the community where the case is tried, where the jurors live, where the judges work. We've been doing this since 1976 at Davis and Davis. That's a long time.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Blue Jays down to their final 3 outs. They'll have Evan Vecchiola, Connor D'Amico, and Casey Karwatsky due up here in the top half of the sixth inning. The Blue Jays started out with a 4-0 lead. Angels coming back with 9 unanswered runs. All 3 of these players due up here in this top half of the sixth have been on board at least once in this game. Evan Vecchiola swing and a miss there. Evan had a single to center field, stole a base and scored a run first time up in the second inning. Did strike out to end the third inning. Now has 2 strikes on him here against Carter Rosendale. Rosendale with 2 straight strikeouts to end the fifth. Now 1-2 counts on Evan Vecchiola here, looking for 3 straight strikeouts in this game. Rosendale's 1-2 to Evan Vecchiola. This one chopped here on the right side. Rosendale makes the play himself. Stepping on the first base back. And 1 away. The rare 1 unassisted. Now Connor D'Amico Got an infield single and stole a base last time up in the 4th inning. Lined out to Rosendale, was then playing second base back in the 2nd inning. Takes strike 1 here against Carter. Carter will wind and fire the 0-1. This one popped. Almost made a play on it. Just out of my reach. If I had a glove with me, I would have made it. Couldn't scoop it up. Now the next pitch to Connor, right down the pipe for strike 3. So Carter striking out Connor. 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the 6th. And the Angels 1 out away from a come-from-behind win. Now Casey Karwanski at the plate. Karwanski got on via an error back in the 2nd inning. Struck out looking last time up in the 4th inning. Takes ball 1 here against Rosendale. Now Carter's 1-0. Brings the heat. Pitch misses low and inside. Count now at 2-0. Behind Casey's the top of the order. That's why if you're Carter Rosendale and the Angels, you want to finish off Karwanski here. Swing and a miss. Count now at 2-1. Start bringing up guys like Sevi Vecchiola, Mark Tanner, Ethan Coffer, Nico Vecchiola, and Mason Kuhn. He could be in for trouble. Count now at 2-1. Swing and a miss, and we're even at 2-2. And Rosendale and the Angels just a strike away. Rosendale set to go. 2-2 pitch looking to end it. And a line drive right back at Carter, and that'll do it. Are they going to rule the catch was not made? I guess that was the call. Carter caught it, dropped it. I guess they're saying that initially Rosendale did not hang on long enough. That's the 3rd out of the inning. And that should do it. The initial ruling was that Rosendale did not hang on to the ball for long enough. Caught it, dropped it right away. Thought it was it. And he got lucky. Karwanski didn't run down to first, so it actually goes in the books 1-3 to end the game. And the Angels win it 9-4. And that'll do it for us tonight. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Again, your final score, the Angels 9 and the Blue Jays 4. So long, everybody.